Hi there! This video is here to help you with subtracting from a mixed number. A mixed number has a whole number part and a fraction part. In the mixed number 6 and 2/3, 6 is the whole number part and 2/3 is the fraction part. When we are subtracting with fractions, we need a common denominator. A common denominator is where different fractions have the same denominator. If you need a reminder about subtracting fractions with different denominators, then make sure to watch our Add and Subtract Fractions with Different Denominators video. Let's have a look at a calculation together. 1 4/5 subtract 7/10. If we represent this using a bar model, each bar would be split into 5 equal pieces, and we need 1 complete bar and an additional 4 pieces of another bar shaded. Before we can subtract 7/10 from 1 4/5, we need them to have a common denominator. We can use our bar model to help us do this, or calculate to find a common denominator. 10 is the lowest common multiple of 5 and 10, so we need to find the equivalent fraction of 4/5 in tenths. 4/5 is equivalent to 8/10, so 1 4/5 is equivalent to 1 8/10. Our bar model now has bars split into 10 equal pieces and has 1 complete bar with an additional 8 pieces shaded. Our calculation is now 1 8/10 subtract 7/10. Now that we have a common denominator, we can complete the calculation. On our bar model, we need to cross out 7 of the sections to subtract 7/10. We have 1 complete bar and 1 additional section left. In our calculation, we need to subtract 7/10 from the 8/10 in the mixed number. 8/10 subtract 7/10 equals 1/10. So 1 8/10 subtract 7/10 equals 1 1/10. Because the fraction part of the mixed number 4/5 is greater than the fraction we are subtracting, 7/10, we can subtract from the fraction part and then recombine with the whole number part. Let's have a look at an example where the fraction is greater than the fraction part of the mixed number. 2 2/3 subtract 8/9. Again, we can represent it using a bar model. To represent 2 2/3, we need to split each bar into 3 equal pieces, and we need 2 complete bars and an additional 2 sections of a third bar. We need to find a common denominator before we can subtract. We can use our bar model to help us do this, or calculate to find a common denominator. 9 is the lowest common multiple of 3 and 9, so we need to find the equivalent fraction of 2/3 in ninths. 2/3 is equivalent to 6/9, so 2 2/3 is equivalent to 2 6/9. Our calculation is now 2 6/9 subtract 8/9. Now that we have a common denominator, we can complete the calculation. We can use our bar model and cross out 8 of the sections to subtract 8/9. We have 1 complete bar and 7 additional sections left, which is 1 7/9. You can also solve the calculation like this. In our calculation, we need to subtract 8/9 from 2 6/9. Because the fraction part of our mixed number only has 6/9, we need to convert part of the whole number part into ninths as well. 1 whole is equivalent to 9/9, so we can add this to the 6/9, which equals 15/9. When we recombine this with the remaining 1 whole, we see that 2 6/9 is equivalent to 1 15/9. We can see this using our bar model. Our calculation now becomes 1 15/9 subtract 8/9. 15/9 subtract 8/9 equals 7/9. So 1 15/9 subtract 8/9 equals 1 7/9. 2 2/3 subtract 8/9 equals 1 7/9. Now it's your turn. Remember to check that the fractions have a common denominator before you subtract, and draw fraction bars to help if you need to. Pause now while you answer the questions. How did you get on? Check your answers and fix any mistakes. Pause again if you need to take a closer look. 3 and 10/12 subtract 1/4 equals 3 and 7/12. 5 and 2/7 subtract 5/7 equals 4 and 4/7. 2 and 3/4 subtract 7/8 equals 1 and 7/8. Now for a challenge question. Sophia has looked at the calculation 3 and 5/6 subtract 10/12 equals 3, but says that the answer is wrong because it doesn't have fractions in it. Do you agree with Sophia? Pause now to answer the question and explain your answer. How did you get on? Sophia is wrong. If the fraction we are subtracting is equivalent to the fraction part of the mixed number, we will get a whole number answer. Well done! I hope this video has helped you to understand how to subtract mixed numbers. If you still need more maths help, we have lots more of these videos on the Twinkl website, so make sure to check them out. Thank you for watching!